Beautiful evening for us around southern Colorado. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s, depending on where you're at. In the mountains, it's somewhat cooler. Back in the mountains, we're sitting in the 40s and 50s. But at Union and Montebello with our Freedom Financial Services camera, we have 63 degrees and a calm wind. And more of the same is in the forecast throughout our Sunday as well. Temperatures are going to start off in the mid to upper 40s at 9 o'clock. By noon, we're already sitting in the same neighborhood that we're sitting at this hour. And at 3 o'clock, we're going to be sitting in the lower to middle 70s in both the Springs and in Pueblo. The only downside to all tomorrow's wonderful weather will be the wind that'll kick up, especially in the afternoon. So these are your wind speeds throughout our Sunday. They don't start off all that high, but as we go into later Sunday morning, early Sunday afternoon, already they're beginning to pick up to 15 to 25 miles per hour. You see that in the Springs at 21, you see it in Pueblo at 16, and you also see it in the southeastern plains as well as down into the San Luis Valley where Alamosa will have a sustained wind of 22 miles per hour at that point. By 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the winds are going to be between 20 and 35 miles per hour on a widespread basis, which is why we had that red flag warning that we were telling you about in the fast track. 34 miles per hour at the Springs. That's a sustained wind. Gusts will be as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour during the afternoon. So we have a red flag warning for the eastern counties because it is windy right now over towards the Kansas line. And that red flag warning spreads its way to the west throughout the overnight and throughout the day tomorrow, from tomorrow morning through tomorrow evening, all the way to that I-25 corridor between the Springs, all the way down to Trinidad, into Canyon City, and down to the San Luis Valley as well. You saw that sustained wind prediction at 34 miles per hour in Alamosa. Right now, the wind speeds are high in the plains. They're sitting in the 20s and 30s in some locations. 26 at Lamar, 28 at Springfield, 22 at Trinidad. Much less, though, as you head into the Springs and in Pueblo, where temperatures are sitting in the lower to middle 60s. In places like the Springs Airport, 62. Pueblo still has 70, and we're in the lower 70s along that US 50 corridor. Skycast throughout our Saturday night into our Sunday morning is going to call not only for the clouds to make their way through the region, in addition to some blowing dust, we're also going to see some snow pop up, especially west of Teller County over towards the Wilkerson Pass and points westward from there towards the Collegiate Peaks. We'll begin to pick up some snow. Downtown Colorado Springs tonight will drop down to 36 degrees under partly cloudy skies. It will be breezy, but not as windy as it will be by the afternoon tomorrow. Winds will be out of the southwest between 15 and 25 miles per hour, gusting as high as 45 miles per hour at times, though we top out at 70 degrees, so it will be a pleasant day in terms of the temperatures. Pueblo, you'll top out at 39 or drop down to 39 tonight. Partly cloudy and breezy for you. Highs tomorrow are going to be sitting in the middle 70s at 74, but those winds are going to be gusty. That'll make for some blowing dust issues west and south of the city. 7-day forecast for the Springs. Temperatures do drop back. By Monday, we're sitting in the middle 50s, and then by Wednesday and Thursday, another storm system comes towards the area from the northwest. We're going to really be tracking that storm system over the next day or so to see exactly where it's going to go and how strong it's going to be once it gets here. We think it's going to clip us and give us enough of that heavy wet snow to give us those 30 and 40% chances for some precipitation on Wednesday and Thursday. Not only in the Springs, but also in Pueblo, with high temperatures dropping their way to the lower to middle 50s. Canyon City, you'll be sitting in the lower to middle 50s as well after topping out near 70 tomorrow at 69. Then we rebound to the mid to upper 50s. In Teller County, you'll see a small chance for snow tomorrow, especially west of Woodland Park, Divide, Florissant, places like that. You'll see another good chance for some rain and snow on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, we wouldn't mind seeing some rain. I don't know about like heavy, wet snow, but if we get it, that's all right.
At least it helps to alleviate the drought if we get some.
Yep, and we need it. And John